ever feel like you're a fraud? Just waiting to be found out? Like all your achievements are just luck. And soon, everyone will realize you don't actually know what you're doing. If that sounds familiar, you might be dealing with something called imposter syndrome. It's this nagging feeling that high-achieving people often get, where they just can't seem to own their success. They're in a constant state of fear, thinking they're about to be exposed. It's a really common trap to fall into. We look at people who are more successful than us and think they must have some secret knowledge, some special strategy that we don't. We imagine they never feel scared, never doubt themselves, and definitely never make mistakes. But let me tell you, that's just not true. Everyone, and I mean everyone, experiences self-doubt. The difference is how they manage it. Think about the Peter Principle. It's this idea that when you're really good at your job, you get promoted. Sounds great, right? But often, you're promoted to a level of incompetent. You land in a new role where you're suddenly a beginner again. You don't know the ropes, you're unsure of your decisions, and you have to learn everything from scratch. That's a perfect breeding ground for imposter syndrome to creep in. You were a star, and now you feel like you know nothing. This cycle can make you feel like a constant failure, even though you're actually succeeding and growing. Today, I want to share 5 practical, powerful ways to fight back against that feeling. These are strategies that will help you internalize your accomplishments and finally believe that you deserve to be where you are. So, let's dive into the first method. It's simple but incredibly effective. Keep a to-one list. We're all familiar with to-do lists, right? That endless list of tasks we need to get done. But a to-one list is different. This is where you write down one significant thing you've achieved. It could be something you finished today, this week, or even this month. It's a running log of your accomplishments. Why does this work? Because imposter syndrome thrives on forgetting. It makes us dismiss our wins and focus only on what's next or what we haven't done yet. By creating a to-one list, you're building tangible evidence of your progress. You're creating a highlight reel of your competence. When that voice in your head starts whispering that you're a fraud, you can literally pull out your list and say, "No, look at all this stuff I did. I accomplished this. I solved that I created this." It helps you track your journey, set new goals based on past successes, and build a foundation of confidence that's based on reality, not on fear. So, start that list. It can be a note on your phone, a document on your computer, or a page in a journal. Just get it started. All right, on to method number 2. This one is all about perspective. I want you to recall your goals from 1 year ago. Even better, think about your goals from 10 years ago. What did you want to achieve back then? Where did you hope to be? Take a moment and really think about it. What were your aspirations for your career, your personal life, your skills? Now, compare that to where you are today. So often, we get caught in the trap of comparing ourselves to yesterday. I wasn't as productive today as I was yesterday. I didn't make as much progress this week as I did last week. This short-term comparison is a recipe for anxiety. But when you zoom out and look at the big picture 1 year, 5 years, 10 years you suddenly see how incredibly far you've come. The skills you have now, the challenges you've overcome, the position you're in, your past self would probably be in awe. This exercise isn't about bragging. It's about grounding yourself in your own personal growth story. It reminds you that progress isn't always a straight upward line, but a long, winding journey. And when you look back, you'll realize you've been climbing that mountain all along. Now, for a third method, which might feel a little old-fashioned, but stick with me, write a long email to someone. It could be a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, a mentor, or even a family member. The goal is to update them on your life. But here's the key. Be detailed. Don't just say, "Work is busy." Talk about the specific projects you're working on, the challenges you're facing, the things you've learned, the small wins you've had. What's the magic behind this? The act of writing it all out forces you to articulate your journey. You have to organize your thoughts and reflect on what you've actually been doing. It's like narrating your own story, and in doing so, you start to see the plot. You'll remember a difficult problem you solved, a new skill you picked up, a relationship you built. It also creates a space to be honest about your struggles and mistakes. You can write, "I really messed this up, but here's what I learned from it." This process of reflection helps you accept that mistakes are part of the process, not proof that you're a fraud. It's a form of self-therapy that helps you process your experiences and ultimately internalize your own story of growth and resilience. Moving on to method 4. This one is about diversifying your I want you to make a list of things you are proud of about yourself that have absolutely nothing to do with your job or your career. Think about it. Are you a kind friend? A patient parent? Are you great at cooking or gardening or telling jokes? Maybe you've learned to play a new song on the guitar, or you consistently make time for your morning run. Imposter syndrome gets a powerful grip on us when our entire identity and self-affirmation are tied to our work. If your job is the only place you look for validation, then any setback, any criticism, any moment of uncertainty at work feels like a personal failure. It attacks your entire sense of self. By consciously identifying and celebrating the other parts of who you are, you build a more robust and resilient identity. You remind yourself that your value as a person isn't solely defined by your professional achievements. You are a whole, multifaceted human being. This creates a buffer. When things get tough at work, you can lean on these other sources of pride and self-worth to keep you steady. Your job is what you do, not who you are. Finally, method number 5. This one might resonate differently with different people, but the underlying principle is universal. Think about the things that used to impress you about other people. For example, maybe when you were younger, you were incredibly impressed by someone who could confidently order at a fancy restaurant, or speak up in a meeting, or manage a budget. It could be anything, big or small. Think about those old standards you held for what it meant to be adult, successful, or competent. Now, look at yourself. Chances are, you are doing many of those things today without even thinking about it. You've become the person you once looked up to. This isn't about comparing yourself to others now. It's about comparing your current self to your old standards and realizing how much you've grown. You've closed the gap. The things that once seemed impossibly sophisticated or difficult are now just part of your daily life. This is a powerful way to measure your own. It shows you that the goalposts of success are always moving, and what once felt like the peak is now just your new baseline. Acknowledging this helps you see that you are constantly evolving and achieving even when it doesn't feel like it. So, to recap, we have 5 powerful tools to fight imposter syndrome. Keep a to-one list to track your achievements. Look back at your goals from 1 or 10 years ago to see your long-term progress. Write a long email to a friend to reflect on your journey, list things you're proud of outside of work to diversify yourself, and think about what used to impress you to realize how far you've come. At the end of the day, dealing with imposter syndrome is about changing your internal narrative. It's about being kinder to yourself, celebrating your wins, and recognizing your capabilities. Remember, you are not alone in this. So many successful, brilliant people feel the exact same way. The goal isn't to never feel doubt again. It's to have the tools to manage it when it appears. Focus on building yourself up one small step at a time. You are more capable than you think, and you absolutely deserve to be where you are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips help you on your journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which of these methods you're going to try first. See you in the next one.